She thought my silence meant weakness. 3 days later, she was homeless. Before we dive in, please help me reach 1,000 subscribers and tap the bell so you don't miss these real-life stories. I didn't raise my voice when my mother-in-law announced, loud enough for 20 people to hear, that my daughter missing the family vacation was a lesson in respect. I just smiled. Everyone thought I was calm. Inside, I was memorizing every second of her arrogance. Because the moment she smirked, I knew she'd crossed a line she could never walk back from. 3 days later, her entire world began to collapse. I was still holding the empty drawer where my daughter's passport should have been when she said it. Maybe next time she'll learn to listen. That sentence scraped every nerve in my body. My daughter stood there with red eyes, her suitcase zipped, her excitement crushed. 5 months of planning. 5 months of counting days. All stolen in one petty act of control. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I inhaled once, slowly. People who mistake silence for weakness always regret it. When I first met her, she wrapped herself in politeness like a performance. Hugged too tightly. Complimented too quickly. Inserted herself everywhere she didn't belong. I didn't recognize it then. Her hunger for control disguised as affection. She loved my husband the way some mothers do. Possessively, competitively, with an invisible leash tied to his spine. After we married, the mask slipped. She critiqued my parenting, my decisions, my presence. Always smiling. Always calling it love. But the day she hid my daughter's passport, that wasn't about me anymore. That was war. I'd noticed things long before she thought I had. Homework mysteriously missing after sleepovers. Whispers of, "Your mom's too strict," when she thought I wasn't listening. The way she tightened her grip on my husband whenever my daughter and I got close. But the passport, that was her masterpiece. The security camera in the hallway caught everything. Her stepping into my daughter's room, checking over her shoulder, slipping the passport into her oversized tote. I watched it twice. Not to confirm it, but to burn her intentions into my memory. I didn't confront her. People like her feed on chaos, so I starved her. Instead, I planned. 3 days. That's all I needed. I called my attorney, who already owed me a favor. I called my husband's boss, who respected me more than his mother ever respected herself. And then I called someone she never expected. Her landlord. Because when she sabotaged my daughter, she forgot one detail. The house she lived in, paid for by our joint family fund. The lease? Under my husband's name. The finances? Handled by me. Her throne was built on my paperwork. Time to pull out the floorboards. Day 1. I sent the security footage to my husband. No explanation. No words. Just the video. He watched it 5 times. His silence afterward wasn't calm. It was shattered. Day 2. I withdrew her support from the family fund. Rent canceled. Bills removed. Phone payments stopped. She'd notice soon enough. Day 3. I met her landlord. Provided documentation. Financial responsibility revoked. The eviction notice was printed before I left the office. Then I made my final move. The one meant for her pride, not her comfort. I invited the entire family to dinner, including her. She arrived wearing victory on her face. She thought I'd swallowed the humiliation. Thought the passport incident was forgotten. So when I placed the printed still frame, her stealing the passport, face up in the center of the table, the room froze. Her smile cracked first. Then her eyes. Then her breath. "What is this?" she whispered. I leaned forward. "A lesson," I said. In honesty. My husband stared at her like a stranger. Her sister-in-law looked betrayed. Her brother stood up, muttering disgust. When she tried to speak, I placed the eviction notice beside the photo. "You'll need a new place in 30 days, I said calmly. "That's the consequence." She turned to my husband. He didn't save her. He didn't even blink. Her empire, built on manipulation, collapsed in a single breath. She tried calling me later. Her phone had already been disconnected. I slept better that night than I had in years. The next month, my daughter and I took our vacation, just the 2 of us. She smiled the entire flight. And my mother-in-law? She finally learned respect. The real kind. The kind that comes when you realize the person you underestimated wasn't weak. They were just waiting for the perfect moment to end your reign. Quietly, efficiently, completely.